Hi, I'm Lucine. This tutorial on how to make a Venetian blind card uses a template that you can get free on my blog. So go to lindalucine.blogspot.com and save the template and print it out, and then come back and we'll make a Venetian blind card. Okay, hi, I'm Lucine, and what we're going to do today is make a Venetian blind card. That's a card here that you pull the Venetian blind up to reveal the little design that's hidden underneath. Now I'm going to use a template that is on my blog. It's free, lindalucine.blogspot.com, and it fits just a regular 5.5, 4¼ inch card with the fold at the top. Okay, what you're going to need is a 1/4 inch hole punch. You'll need a craft knife. You'll need a bone folder, some sort of scoring tool. You will need either double-sided tape or glue, either one. I actually usually use glue. Scissors, optional stamp pad. You'll need at least a couple pieces of regular tape, a ruler. 2 beads are nice, but that's optional as well. 35 inches of string, cord, ribbon, whatever you want to use, yarn. You will need the template off of my blog, printed out. You'll need a card and a cardstock mat to fit inside the card. The mat is very important. You do need the mat. All right, now once you have downloaded the template off of my blog, put that on an 8.5 by 11 inch paper, print it out exact size. On the back, the white side of your printed cardstock, because that's going to be your blinds. And if you'd rather decorate it, you can print it out on white cardstock and decorate it. That's fine. I went ahead and put my graphic inside so I wouldn't have to decorate it later, and I put a little bit of color here, which is optional because that's not going to show. None of this is going to show, so don't worry about printing out all the measurements, because that's a good thing to have. All right, so the first thing you want to do is cut it out, and then you want to score all the lines. You're going to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines. I've already scored those. Then you're going to fold the first line in, which is your card top. So fold that in, and then open that back up. Now, starting at the end, where the picture is not, starting at the folding in, you want to fold the red lines backwards, and you want to fold the black lines up. And just do that as an accordion fold. Over, fold, 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 and fold. So you've got those all nice and neat and folded. I like to take my bona folder and make sure my folds are very, very, very crisp. Then you can open that back up, and you can see that's going to slide right down on top of that. All right, the next thing you want to do is punch your holes. Well, actually, what I'm going to do first is my edges in ink, and this is entirely optional, but I like to have all my edges inked up nice and crisp so the white edge doesn't show. Okay. Now we're going to put the hole punches in. And you can actually punch 2 holes at a time. So I'm going to fold this. I'm going to put my hole punch in. I'm going to center it right where the template shows it to be. And punch. And then I'm going to do the next 2. Now if this is off a little bit, don't worry about it. It's not ruined. It won't even show on the finished card. Just get it as close as you can. The marks are not going to show. And nobody's going to know if one or 2 of your holes is a 1/16 of an inch off. It's just no big deal. And the last 2 holes here. Then you need to do the holes at the bottom. Now those are the only 2 holes that are going to show. So you want to try to get all that black out of there. And there. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is to thread our pull cord in. Now what I do is I take a little bit of tape and I wrap it around the top nice and tight like that and trim it down. It makes a pretty good needle. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to come up from the bottom and you're going to weave it in and out. Now you can go through that and do it one at a time if you want to, or you can just go ahead and push your accordion fold in like that and do it all at once. Just push your cord right in, pull it down till you got about 3 inches hanging, and pull it out. See how easy that was? Now I'm going to take a tiny piece of tape and I'm going to tape my 3 inches to the back just temporarily so it doesn't come loose while I'm threading the rest of it in. Alright, now you've got that. You're going to thread it across the top and you're going to weave all the way down the other side exactly like you did before. And again, you can just push your template in, the accordion fold, start at that end, and just go all the way through all at once. It's super, super, super easy. Alright, I pulled a little too much. Alright, you do want a little give. Make sure that you don't have too much though, so I'm going to close that and pull that. Okay, now what you need to do is go through the back holes. So you take that and you go right through the back hole where you are. Okay. And you're going to go across the back and up through that back hole. And now what you've got to do is go all the way back through these holes, across the top, and back through that hole again. And you can still push that fold up, go through all of those at once, go across the top, push those back up, go through all of those, and bring your cord down. And it's perfect. Now I'm going to take that tape off from the back. And I've got 3 inches hanging on both sides. To open it, you just pull on the edges. And it's not going to work very well because you don't have that matted on the back. Remember I said it was really important to have that back mat. Alright, now you can go ahead and tie your beads on. Just going to tie them on the end just for quickness. I'm not going to do that. And now what you want to do is mat that down on your backing. And it really is important that you mat that down really, really well. And it's fine to go ahead and glue your cord down because that piece of cord isn't going to move. I'm going to use glue. Okay, get your glue all there. Turn your card over and mat it down. Nice and centered on your card. Again, I like to ink my edges, and I trimmed the corners just because I like trimmed corners. There's no earthly reason why you should trim your corners unless you want to. And then you can mat that on your card with glue or tape, and voila. And it's not quite dry yet, which is why it's not coming up so easy, but it will. Once it's dry, it'll go right up like so. Okay. I hope you make one.